What's going on, guys? It's Cavalry back with another Pokemon Unite video. We're going to be watching the Asia Lit Championship League Southeast Asia Day 4. I don't know what match we're going to be watching first. I think it's... Today's first match is Rise versus ESV, which I don't know what team that is, but we're going to be seeing them in a second. So we're going to be seeing the third place team versus the fifth place team currently in Southeast Asia. So Rise versus Secret Rare? No, versus Escape V, sorry. It should be Escape V versus Rise. Yep, Rise versus Escape V. They got 1-2'd and then 0-2'd, so they only have 1 point right now. They were able to take one game, so they still have a shot. And this is Escape V's run. Escape V has a 2-0, so they have 3 points there, and then they got another point, so they're at 4 points. Okay, and they don't have played a match last week, so this is their last match of the series. They were in the Thailand Open 2022 first place. Come on, let me get to the match. How much stalling do they do? Rise versus Escape V's. Necro, Luna, Eye Black, Light, Jax, Mukrobe, Mudok, Winniops, Eeyore, Zoe. Just want to see when the matches start. Come on. This is taking forever to load. Okay, Rise versus Indonesia. So we got a Sableye ban and an Urshifu ban. Rise is going to be first picking the Dodrio. Okay. So it's Indonesia versus Thailand right now. So Escape V ends up double picking the Blissey and the Alolan Ninetales. Now it's Rise's turn to go back. They're hovering over Blastoise and Scizor. Very good picks. Oh no, they ended up not. They ended up picking Delphox. Delphox, Scizor. Escape V ends up picking up the Snorlax Absol.
It looks like Luna might be playing the Mammoth slide.
Now you guys should be able to.
Tough.
Wow, so they're going to pick the Mime.
But I'm just sad that not many teams are really using that Mammoth slide.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And for the record, I mean, like, Scissor Cider was still open up.
They're going to pick up
so I think, like,
the Wigglytuff Mime, and the last pick is going to be Serena.
Oh, wait.
For Escape V.
I'll hold it back because Necro has it in the back, so don't mind me. If I look back into Escape 5, I think going back on that point, like, they can basically single out a Pokemon in those respective fights, and they have.
I don't see a lot of Wigglytuff, so this would be a good match.
Catching AXQ on that Dodrio.
Yeah, I think it is very possible.
A Pokemon that I don't get to see very often.
You've seen how Rise play. It really seems that you have to watch where AXQ goes. If you can deny the scoring, it really sets Rise back as a team. Now, I don't blame Rise for actually first picking Dodrio because firstly, they're comfortable with the Pokemon and it's the first game. Like, you kind of want to get those feelers out there before you jump into the next matchup, whether you win or lose. But of course, Escape 5 they're going to have to expect it, right? I think it would be foolish to not expect Dodrio to potentially get first picked.
Exactly. Now we're about to begin it all here in the Taya Sky Ruins. Now, my question to you, Danny, like,
So is AXQ like their
at a Wigglytuff run line?
Rise's carry?
Is that actually enough for Team Rise? Sure, you have this Cypher that's on board. Do you think that it will eventually turn into a Scissor instead?
I don't think so. I think it's still going to be the Scyther. Because if you look at the lineup for Rise, if it's going to be Scizor, they would be relying completely on Eeyore to do all the damage for the team, right? Because Wigglytuff is not so much there for damage, but more for utility, for frontlining, for shielding. Same with Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's not really there for the big damage. It's occasionally Dodrio.
AXQ got really low there.
All on Eeyore if it was Scizor. I'm
okay.
very happy
Yeah, he should be diving that.
Because you've got that burst, you can jump the back line, maybe try and snipe the Alola Ninetales, and heck, you can even turn around onto the Absol.
Yeah, I think like they're going to be having a lot more backdoor strategies heading into the late game instead, with this sort of options being left open up.
Score is 11 or 16-11 at 9 minutes.
Slightly concerning for some of the members of Team Rise, where they did take a lot of ample damage in the early
Rise is technically in the
if
lead.
They start to lose too much, like Escape 5, they will eventually take more control of the central area and maybe even extend to all the other wild Pokemons that's available for grabs.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately here for Rise, their lane is in a very defensive position. You can tell that they're like...
We're seeing another Safeguard Blissey. I don't like Safeguard Blissey, so I don't know why people are running it.
It doesn't give you any health sustain. You kind of have to rely
it just doesn't seem that good.
To give you that healing. And so with all the pressure that Escape 5 can apply...
He's always going to keep getting scores in.
Pokemon there have some kind of sustain. It's really difficult to pressure up there. But... Ooh, got to be very careful. You don't want to be giving any experience away if you can afford it.
Exactly so. Zoe now got to run. The Mime will definitely have a little bit more of a space, but instead...
Zoe goes down to Snorlax.
To be able to at least cut off the exit plans, and that will be one of the first knockouts that we see from Escape 5.
And it looks like they're going to get Necro as well. So
and Absol is going to kill the Scyther.
KOs on the Absol. This is something I would be worried about if I Rise. You've given away 2 big knockouts to the Absol. This is a Pokemon that can absolutely snowball if given the opportunity. And yeah, another one. He will get punished because of that.
AXQ does get the kill on Absol to stop his terror.
Already given away those levels.
His reign of terror.
So all of a sudden, when Absol comes back onto the field, very likely you're going to be looking for another KO and potentially scoring in that goal zone.
Exactly, and this is going to be a little bit more of a power spike
now.
Ooh,
AXQ's in a bad spot.
AXQ as well as Moocrop, and
he's going to go down. Oh, he dodges over the wall. What a play.
Offer, so he will just back away.
Yeah, exactly. So no big movements aside from Escape 5 when they had the Absol rotating, but now we're starting to see the power of Winnie's. We've seen what Serena can do, especially if she's left unchecked. She's able to self-sustain, she's rather tanky, and a lot of Pokemon don't want to go into 1v1 against her. So Winnie is just going to get bigger and bigger. We'll get a big 30-point score up here and potentially just go for the solo maybe onto Aleki's thinking about it, but the rest of his team though, yeah, still fighting in that bottom lane. And so far, Escape 5, they are slowly running out of resources, hoping Moocrop can get some big KOs. He will steal that Citrus Berry away.
Big kills for this Dodrio.
In the process, oh, fanciful fireworks. They really want Moocrop, but they just can't catch him.
And look at how scattered the fight is, but Rise is slowly taking over the Regis while they still have it pretty much under control. There's not going to be any form of an entry, but was that a steal?
No,
Mr. Mime gets the Regice.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters.
Serena gets the Regieleki. He's going to drop it into the base. Scyther getting the big kill against Ninetales. Absol killing Delphox. Scyther's on a roll, getting the double kill. Killing the Snorlax and the Absol. Dodrio picks up the kill on the Blissey. And now Serena's just trying to put up a fight right here, trying to get them off the base. That's a lot of damage coming in. Wigglytuff gets up getting the kill. Ooh, but Alola Ninetales is here to help, getting the kill on Scyther.
Too pricey here. AXQ looking to back out, and the rest of his team are going to be sent reeling. And it looks like they might lose Zoe in the process. And Illuna stuck around trying to use the Sing. Maybe they can turn this around and provide an opening.
Zoe's trying to get out. Luna's putting in the pressure to keep him out. And Zoe's still putting in pressure. Wow.
look at that. They still have the Dodrio to squeeze all the way back into the goal zone. And Jazz, he's got to run. Zoe is slowly clipping.
Ooh, Absol's here.
They still have the Absol here to back them up. Here comes Mookup's time to shine. They do get the heavy stand connected.
Ooh, Absol getting the kill on Wigglytuff right there. At 5 minutes, it's 113 to 91. Absol is diving their back line. Unite comes out.
Unite move being popped and still on a hunt, but they will be shoved back.
Ooh, Scyther getting the kill on the Snorlax in the back, and pretty much taking them out. Delphox getting the double kill and securing the kill on the Absol.
Escape 5, and now they're going to go for a push themselves. I do want to admire Escape 5 for that very aggressive play, although unfortunately they just weren't able to capitalize on the Bliss-assisted Absol. We saw it being used, but there was just no opening for Absol to benefit from that bonus damage. So it basically just ran out when they were chasing.
Yeah, speaking of the Blissey, I mean, now they're running into trouble once more and immediately gets bursted out. Ehor secures it while there is still the Absol here to also retaliate. They won't have enough damage. The Snorlax also goes down. And Rise, they keep streaking on this. And just in the nick of time, the Regirock will also be in their hands.
Yeah, looks like Rise are going to be getting a nice chunk of experience after this battle. Yeah, I suppose
Rise is putting in the work right now.
Those points in, but what's the plan?
Absol tried to get a secure, but ended up dying in the process. Delphox gets the credit for that kill. And Delphox also killing the Alola Ninetales and the Serena. That's a triple kill. Triple knockout. It shouldn't be second kill.
Problem here, nobody's dealing with the Dodrio.
Yeah.
I mean, they're committing to every single fight.
Ooh, and Delphox gets the kill, or gets the KO on Blissey. Big KO right there. Getting so much XP. Level 13, invading. Or no, on the right side of the jungle. Necro's here too.
This is where they will flip the coin.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, they don't catch Axeq, but they are getting some crits there with the Absol.
Ooh, Dodrio's in a bad spot. Gets crit by Absol, and Absol's gonna get some scores in. 3 minutes left on the timer, and it is 155 to 127. And Snorlax is here to push back the entire enemy team. Yep, he tried to keep them off as much as he could, but it does not look like it will help. 40 goes in. 195 to 177 at 2:30 on the clock. And looks like Rise is going to get this free Regieleki.
There's still a little bit more room for Escape 5 to defend from having this Lecky crashing into the goal zone itself.
Are they just going to leave it?
Probably so.
Okay, so it just goes in.
They're not willing to give in.
Okay, so they're just going to leave it. Dodrio now, luckily for
now 215 to 177 as we're looking to position for this final Wraith fight.
Is great for this. He's very mobile. He's absolutely going to make it. And I think if you're Escape 5, you're going to regret this decision. Snorlax is going to go back. He's going to try and... There you go.
Necro gets the 100 points. Scyther is there.
Well, I guess we are going to start seeing that skirmish in that central area very soon. But here's the question. Who's going to get...
315 to 177. Rise, or Escape 5 has to get this push in.
You're looking at the side to really taking sure. Oh, they're using it all too soon.
Triple trample comes out. Yep. Dodrio ult is here.
Winnie is really struggling. He's already less than half health. Dodrio is going to be scoring inside that central goal zone. It looks like Serena's going to come in. Big knockout on
Ooh, Rise goes, or AXQ goes down. Dodrio going down. Serena gets the credit, and it looks like Escape 5 is going to try to go for this rip. Blacklight's the only one attacking it, though. He's just trying to whittle it down a little bit as this team fight is kind of happening. Zoe comes from behind and is trying to put the pressure on. Snorlax is jumping into the back line, though.
Jazz going to be holding the front line so far, luckily just getting enough shielding, but look at this,
Absol tries to jump in and does not get the kill. Dodrio is there to get the kill on Serena. Yeah, it's a 5-on-4 now. As, Absol goes down. Mr. Mime putting in the work. They don't even need to rip this objective anymore. Drill Peck Dodrio is putting in the work. Gets the kill on Snorlax. Blissey's going to try to go for a bad cat.
anymore. They could just go directly.
Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to stop her, though. She gets the 23 off. That's 46 points. 329 to 223, though. Not enough points in total. Dodrio's just scoring in base. Scyther gets the kill on Blissey, and this looks like it is all wrapped up for Rise. Delphox getting the kill on Alolan Ninetales.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that was such a rough end game for Escape 5. They looked like they had the advantage at one point, and then now they're just done. That looks like it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure that their Pokemon didn't get caught out by a Scyther. They also had to be wary of when some of these
Rise's Delphox was just popping off the entire game.
Every checkbox.
Yeah, and with that being said, Rise secures their very first pointer here for today, and they will look forward for a 3-pointer run. But let's go back into this
367 to 223.
Things for Escape 5 to assess, because sure, there was AXQ that was being problematic, but nobody seemed to
141, 107, and 99.
Not only from this Dodger itself, I think like Necro has so much impact because he
6 kills, 7 kills, 6 kills
So,
for
I mean,
the Absol.
This is very Rise, to be completely honest.
A lot more kill potential on Team Rise.
I didn't feel like it was.
Yeah, and they pretty much had the match up until this point.
We did see them counter scoring with
They were in the lead, and then they evened it out, and then Rise never stopped after that. As we are entering game number 2.
In order to win the final stretch.
Exactly.
Now, let's head over to
gonna be a game 3, or will if you weren't here.
Ban phase begins now.
We are not on the new patch.
Beautiful. Sableye and Scyther are banned.
Technically, last week this is a pre-recorded broadcast. So in case anyone is wondering why we're looking at old Pokemon, here is the reason. We want to be very clear on what is going on and how the players
Oh, this is from
playing.
What? So they already played their.
Game number 2 here. It's
this is just pre-recorded. Okay, that makes sense.
Game, so of course it makes sense to pick it up again.
So we get another Dodrio pickup.
What is the reactionary?
Rise getting first pick again.
Escape 5 actually invested the ban onto that Scissor because he was that basically the secondary.
And then we got Mime and Clefable this time for Escape 5.
All you have to do is to face that Dodrio hits on, right? Like, and to deal with that, you now have a Clefable on board, and they're also picking into an Urshifu. So, I guess like that tells Rise to fully commit into these battles. Therefore, this is the reason why they see this fit to have that Delphox on board yet again.
Yeah, so looking at the Pokemon on the side of Rise, if you're Escape 5, you kind of...
So right now Rise has got the Delphox and the Urshifu. Ooh, Escape 5 going for the Tyranitar with the Absol. Honestly, even if for this last pick, they might want to even go more defensive. But we'll see. We'll see what they decide on. Double Defender? No healing? Very interesting. Oh no, they switched it. Wigglytuff and Snorlax are the 2 picks. I'm surprised. Oh, well, Blacklight's going to pick up the Cramorant. Ooh, or Decidueye. Cram looks like it is the play. Looks like Cramorant is the pick. Locked in for Escape 5.
The recipe of success, I really do wonder. For Team Rise, essentially they're running it back now with that Snorlax as well as Urshifu on board. I think like this is still going to be stable.
They swapped it
on the Clefable.
Yeah, they've also swapped it. So Winnie, yeah, so Winnie is also going to be playing on the Cramorant. So
this is the first time I'm seeing Blacklight play it, I believe.
Yes, so I think big changes. So Winnie is going to be playing on the Cram, and yeah, Blacklight. That means it's going to be lane Tyranitar.
Wow.
I think it's lane. I mean, unless they change like where they go and it's like, hey, Blacklight, you can go central area with Tyranitar. Who knows? Maybe there's a particular way that Blacklight plays and they're like, hey, we kind of need you to be the Tyranitar this game. I mean, I'm really keen to see what they do. Very,
very exciting. I mean, I just can't wait for this to unfold already. And for the fact that Necro is the one on this Urshifu, you would definitely have a hint of the same sort of playstyle that he had on that Scissor.
Yeah, top lane as well. It guarantees you're going up against top lane Urshifu.
So with that being said, like I feel like Team Rise never really changed that game plan. Like, they're just gonna run it back, and this time around, like, they have another thing to deal with. How are they going to stop this Tyranitar from having an easy time in the early game?
Well, I don't even know if this is going to be a good game for Tyranitar as well, right? Because again, Tyranitar are very momentum-based Pokemon that you can very easily slow. He's a very late bloomer, so before he hits Tyranitar, he's really vulnerable to getting jumped on. But we are starting to see a bit of a tussle in that top lane so far, but Pokemon that seem to be losing health is more on the side of Escape 5. But here's the good thing.
So if this was played last week, then that means it might be on the old patch.
I think Cramorant has to be one of the most,
which is going to be interesting.
To last hit against, because
that means that
with that whirlpool.
Darker Shifu is the stronger pick.
They can change the course of the battle with that, and I'm just looking at a very calculated move coming in from both ends of the team in this early game, and Moonkrop just waiting to strike, and we finally do.
Yeah, we get Urshifu. Looks like it is the dark version. Single strike.
Been quite a good commitment, but of course Necro came in a little bit late as he was slowly evolving into the Urshifu.
Yeah, an unsuccessful battle in that bottom lane, it seems. Like, we didn't see any KOs. Now, unfortunate thing here for Escape 5 is Clefable has currently...
Ooh, the Absol invade. Taking that blue buff, or attempting to take the red buff.
I think they've actually would have been able to punish the two Pokemon on the side of Rise, but unlucky with those.
And Snorlax is invading on the left side. I don't think we're going to look at it, though. He looks like he's going to get out just fine, too.
Where Clefable comes back. Black Knight finally going to be evolving into that Pupitar, so we are starting to see step 2 happen for the Tyranitar, but here's the question again. How quickly can he hit Tyranitar?
Yeah, and like we're already seeing at least a little bit more pressure being created over on the bottom end. And, oh, Luna, that doesn't seem to be a good position, but thankfully he's out of there.
Yeah, looks like Moondog taking quite a bit of damage himself, but he has gone for the Moonlight build, so a lot of sustain on the side of Escape 5. They are looking to try and fight for as long as possible. They do have the...
bunch of scores go in. 33 to 25 at 7:30.
So if Rise knock out your Pokemon, healing kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, which is why, like, it really boils down to a lot of execution, while AXQ have always been causing a little bit more problems over the top side, where now this Cramorant will have to deal with it. So they really have to quickly decide how many members will they need to commit to the Reggie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's also how much they value the Reggie as well. Are they confident enough to take that Reggie away?
Another
again,
drill kick jump.
Urshifu, and unless you can get
drill peck, jump kick.
You have to worry
build.
About where some of those fireballs are going to be coming
Delphox
well.
is here.
Looks like Zoe has spotted out Escape 5, and that was a really big heavy slam. I think that might have just single-handedly won them the fight. No, it looks like Dodrio is actually getting eliminated in that top lane.
It doesn't even look like a fight to begin with.
I don't think so. But look at this though, aggressive positioning from Rise. They say like, hey, we kind of don't really need
huge scores going in.
Fight,
Clefable's getting real low.
Anyway, and look at this. Poor Moondog by
yep.
himself just gets taken out.
Dodrio getting the kill out Cramorant. And Delphox now killing the Clefable. And now getting the Mime too.
So many points being scored in this one fall swoop of a rotation. And Team
AXQ putting in the work. Oh, but Absol does get the kill on the Dodrio.
So
Blacklight's trying to get this 30 in and doesn't get it off. Wigglytuff is here with the Snorlax.
I believe that there is a little bit of glimmer of hope.
Oh god, Tyranitar looks like he's gonna go. Pupitar looks like he's gonna go down. Yeah, there you go. Whole team converges.
So great for him. Bought enough time.
Sure, I mean, I'm not a big fan because they've also done.
And scores go down 112 to 156 at 5:30. And huge Urshifu kill on the Absol. Scores are still raining down.
We didn't quite get to see that battle, but that means there's no Unite on the Cram. But I mean, does it really matter? Look at how many Pokemon are going down on Escape 5.
My word! No. Just look at that goal. And
227 to 125 at 5 minutes in. And we finally have T-Tar. I see him on the map. But it looks like Rise is going to get this Regieleki for free.
what really is the play for Escape 5, because that usual team fighting style isn't exactly working out because this Tyranitar is evolving so late, but they can still try once more now that Blacklight could have some impact in these battles.
Yeah, this is the scary thing I was really worried about, because if you hit Tyranitar, or at least that level 9 late, it really hinders his ability going into that late game, because you want to have him involved in a team fight as soon as possible when he hits that evolution. But he is going to try and make it to that bottom fight, but I don't think it really matters. They can Escape 5 even survive long enough? There's just too much shielding, too much
Okay. Wigglytuff gets the kill on Mime. Absol gets the kill on Delphox. And Urshifu picks up the Registeel. Ebon Fist comes out. Tyranitar killing Wigglytuff. And it looks like Tyranitar gets the kill on Snorlax, and Absol finishes off the Urshifu, but not before the Urshifu kills Clefable. Kills Wigglytuff, right?
Opportunity for him to score, but the
No, he kills Clefable. Sorry, I'm getting a little confused about where the teams are.
So it's really going down to the very final battle.
My entire thing
what
just
my
fell over.
concern was, when they were trying to defend the Regieleki from crashing into the second goal zone instead, you're basically allowing Team Rise to secure the Registeel overall, and like,
I mean, it's Registeel as well.
Yeah, like
that's a special attack and attack.
You really needed the Tyranitar
Okay,
there.
fights are coming out. It's 326. That Cramorant's getting really low.
From their end.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, clearly there's a decision, right? They're saying like, hey, we need to sack you. Just make sure you get these objectives in the meantime. So far, Escape 5 playing aggressive, but beautiful.
Delphox killing Absol. Fanciful Fireworks coming out and getting 2 kills. 3 kills now.
Big KOs for Rise.
And now it's just the T-Tar and the Cramorant. 2:59 on the clock. Rayquaza is still not up. Tyranitar getting the kill on the Dodrio.
But again, I really
And Urshifu's looking for some farm. Cram is here to contest it.
Yeah, so it's all boiling down to that Rayquaza fight. Eventually, it's happening really soon, but Winnie is definitely getting the situation dealt with over on the top end, and they're also fully moving on top of them as well. So
Moonlights are coming out for the healing of T-Tar.
They can have a chance to land that Rayquaza.
Ooh, big crits, big crits.
Yep, Absol's going in.
Here's the thing with Absol.
But they're pushing him back. Here comes Dodrio with the drill peck. And this whole team is here. Absol's ripping, and it looks like Regieleki's going to go in the favor of Escape 5 for pretty much for free. Bottom Reggie's up, but no one deciding to take it. Probably thinking that they don't have enough time to. Clefable's getting low, but the team fight is already starting. We're not even looking at it. Absol's getting into it, but I say, I'm like, the fight's already happening. Dodrio getting the kill on Cramorant. And it looks like, ooh, big score, 100 points. Ooh, Delphox getting a double kill, killing the 2 supporters. And there's Absol's score. Or, I mean, there's the Absol ult. And T-Tar is by himself right now, and it looks like he's going to go down, or Shifu gets the credit for that kill. Absol's going to go try looking for a score 2.
Mookrop's going to try and go for the 100-pointer here. Now, here's the thing. Can Escape 5 somehow contest? Force Rise.
Ooh, Cramorant ult is out. Oh, but Wigglytuff does manage to secure it.
Escape 5 just have to break these shields, prevent them from having this easy score, but it looks like Zoe is going to score.
Yep, there's points raining down. 344 to 417 right now. That's going to be 444 to 417, 544 to 417. Points are still raining down. 716 to 417. That's a 300-point difference. 301 to be exact.
Knock out some big Pokemon and score, I want to say 300 points. Escape 5 can still win this, but it's a
no, it doesn't look likely.
Yeah, I mean,
they would need a miracle to happen, realistically. They would need to wipe all of that team, but it looks like they're just going to keep him in the corners. The gold Fanciful Fireworks coming out and putting in huge damage against this team. Oh my gosh, so much damage and destruction. Ooh, but we got a triple kill. And now Absol's trying to get that kill right now. Dodges it with the pursuit. Ooh, Mystical Fire coming out. Oh, but the sleep puts a target right in front of him. Delphox killing the Absol there. And that looks like the game 764 to 417 looked like the final score. Unless there's going to be a score really quickly right now. But it does look like Rise goes
Exactly,
2-0
and
against
I would say
Escape
the
5.
Indonesian fans will definitely be cheering very, very loud on their screens because this will be the clean 2-0 record being set by the Indonesian Open champions.
And
Yep.
this is also going to be a big downer for Escape 5 because firstly, their final game ends with a whopping 0 points added to
Yeah,
their
that was a
scores.
big...
They are now currently fixed at 4 points in 3rd place. But Rise, because they won, they now have 4 points.
They have 4 points. Yeah, Rise climbing back up.
With Escape 5 for that 3rd spot.
And right now they
There's
should
a
have
very
tiebreaker,
likely
technically.
chance that Escape 5 might get knocked down to 4th, heck, even 5th place.
What a turn of events if that's going to be the case.
Ooh,
And
117 to
of course,
50.
Even when they do
117,
tie up, it's going to be based
52k.
on
Big
their
damage. That
head-to-head
Tyranitar
record.
just
That's
didn't
gonna
do
be
enough.
the case.
42k damage is not
Rise
enough.
Clearly does have the advantage after
Exactly.
this successful best of 3.
Yeah, exactly. So Rise really putting on a show for today. I mean, they've got to be very happy with themselves.
Yeah, Rise played that super well.
They prevented if
Super,
Escape 5
super well.
got a single point, or at least able to push this to a
I just want to see the do they have the what's it called?
researching their opponents and
Do
really
they show us what the standings are? Southeast Asia League table. Because now it should be Rise should be in 4th, and Escape 5 should have been bumped down to 5th. Rise rises all the way to 3. Oh, Secret Rare only had 1 point, so they were at 5. Yeah. And Escape V now at 4. Or Escape 5 is now at 4th place.
Guaranteed. If I was Escape 5, I would be so upset.
Yeah, that was a tough loss. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button down below and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to be looking at match number 2 just in a sec.